How to use the e-application on the Buffer Insurance quoting tool. So when you run a quote, you will see a list of all the carriers and all of the rates. The carriers that we do have on the e-application platform, you will see this blue Apply Now button. So when you click on Apply Now, it will take you right into the e-application for that particular carrier. So you are not being redirected to their website. You are staying on the quoting tool and just submitting the application through the quoting tool. Now, the first time you try to submit or go into the application for a particular company or a subsidiary, it is going to ask you to validate your writing number or your producer number with that carrier, so it will allow you into the platform. So once you have entered in that writing number or that producer number one time, the system will automatically remember you, so you do not have to enter it in every single time you get into the quoting tool. So you can see here, once I've signed in, since I've already done an application, it just automatically carries over my name and my producer number. Now, if I ever need to update any of that information, I can go into my settings and choose the carrier and update my producer number or my writing number, but you should be good there. We do validate you every time that you try to submit an application to make sure that you are appointed in that state and licensed. So on this initial view here, if you wanted to make the screen a little bit bigger, you can click on this navigation tab that will just move that over to the side, so I can see more of my screen here. You will notice all of my quote information carried over into the e-app, so I don't have to re-enter any of that or select a different plan type. Everything has carried over for me. Now, as I go through and complete the application, it is a smart app, so it will detect if you enter in an incorrect underwriting type, or if you change the age by adjusting the date of birth. All of those things will go ahead and update your quote or that monthly premium for that individual. You can get any initial documents, so if you did need to look at the application, download the Medicare guide, get anything, email the document as well. So based upon the underwriting type that I select and my plan eligibility, it will populate certain sections that I will need to go through and complete. So what's unique about this platform, it's going to be the same look and feel no matter which product, no matter which carrier you are submitting. So it's one easy platform that you are able to learn. So you don't have to remember every single carrier's type of platform. So as I'm going through this application, we're going to go through each of the sections so I can show you how that works. In this case, I'm going to do an open enrollment. If I would select full underwriting, it will bring up health questions. As I mentioned, the application will underwrite in real time, so as I'm going through this, if I do enter in an incorrect underwriting type based upon my plan eligibility, it will let me know all of that stuff. So yes, I'm covered under my Part A. It does have all of the new macro changes as well. So based upon the initial plan that I quoted, if I had something incorrect on my plan eligibility, it will tell me that I'm not eligible for that plan. So I'm going to go ahead and select that information. Now, as you're going through the application, there will be a continue button here that you will continue on to each section. Now, on the sections, if you do need, for some reason, go out of order in the sections or go back to a section, you can do that as well. You can kind of navigate accordingly there. Anytime I do enter in something that is incorrect, that will appear on my notifications tab. So in this example, if I would have tried to do a guarantee issue or a full underwriting situation, it would have notified me that based upon the information I entered, I'm not considered for that underwriting type. So again, it's a smart app. It does everything in real time. You can see here it already blocked off Plan F just because I wouldn't be eligible for a Plan F. So I can go through this application and enter in all of the client's information. You can see here on the left-hand side underneath these sections where I could jump to other sections. Once I have completed a section, it will have a green check mark. If there is still information in a section that I need to complete, you will see that little yellow icon there. Phone number. Again, if I would type in a different age or if my date of birth didn't match my age, it would adjust my premium accordingly as well. Same with the height and weight. If they are outside those height and weight parameters, the system will notify the rate if they are eligible for just a plan but at a higher premium. It would adjust that as well. Everything entered in that section. Hit continue. In the original quote, I did say that I was not eligible for a household discount, but if I did need to change that or adjust that, if I hit yes, it will ask me to provide that individual's information over here. And then on the right, you can see it's already thinking it's going to adjust that price to include the household discount. So you can see that rate did go down for me. And then hit continue. This next section is going to be the Medicare information, so you can start by entering their social security number. You can see here it's not required to, so you don't have to. Everything that is required would have the red star there. It already carried over my Medicare Part A and Part B effective dates from that initial page there. Are you applying during an open enrollment? We can say yes. Did you enroll in your Medicare Part B in the last 6 months? Yes. Hit continue. This next section is going to be about my previous or existing coverage information. Go through and answer no for this individual. Method of payment. So we do have the option if you needed to do a wet signature, that is an option on here. Otherwise, you can do the electronic signature process that I will show you here in a second. But in this case, we are going to do it all electronically here. Initial payment is going to be automatic bank withdrawal. Let's do from the checking. And then here you can either start typing in the routing number or the bank number. And then the routing number, you can go ahead and just enter in the routing number there. Account information, or account number. And do a direct bill, or you can do the automatic bank withdrawal, which we're doing. A particular day, you can select the day and then hit continue. The to be completed by producer section. This is where if you had any notes to the underwriter that you wanted to include in the application, maybe you answered yes to one of the health questions or wanted to explain a medication that the individual was on, you can absolutely include that in the notes to the underwriting section. And then you can also upload any supporting documents that you need to. So you would select the document type, upload the file, and then hit add document, and then underneath the entries is where that document would appear for you to include there. So after I have those selected, I'm going to hit verify application. When I hit verify application, it's just going to make sure that everything that I have submitted is correct. I'm not missing any sections. It will then offer me an opportunity to review each of the sections so I can make sure everything is accurate, so I can quickly review these. If I needed to go in and adjust a section, I can always hit edit section and I can go back in and make those adjustments accordingly. Everything here looks to be complete here, so I'm going to go to lock and e-sign. This is just going to lock the application and then take me to the page where the individual is going to give consent to do the electronic signature process. So again, it's just this disclaimer about the electronic signature process. Susan Smith will agree to give consent to it and then hit continue. It's then going to take me to the signature page. Now there's a couple of different options that we can do for the signature. If you are in the same physical location as the client, you can do the applicant providing identification information. If I was not in the same physical location, what I could do is the consumer providing identification information. This is going to essentially be an email signature link. It will send Susan a link with a verification code. She will have 2 hours to complete and sign her portion, and then it will notify you, the agent, once it has been completed. In this case, we're just going to do the applicant providing identification information. This will make sure that you open up each of these documents. Once you have opened up each of the documents and reviewed them, it will allow you to print them so you can have them for your records, but you do need to go through and open up each of the documents. Once you have, you can hit that I have read, received, and kept a copy of the above documents. This is going to be the applicant's signature, so she will provide her mother's maiden name, the last 4 of their social, acknowledge where she is signing, and then hit apply e-signature. and then it will automatically carry over your producer name and your producer number, and then from there you will hit apply e-signature. From there you will go ahead and sign the application. For demo purposes, I'm not going to actually sign this application, but all you would have to do is hit sign application. On the next page, it is going to provide you with a policy number. This will actually be the client's policy number when the application has been issued. Now, the carrier is still going to receive the application, review everything, make sure everything is in good working order, do all of the bank withdrawal, and then they will actually be the ones issuing the policy. So we will provide you that number. So if you do need to call in and ask for a status update, you have that number there. Now, if you wanted to go back and review your applications, when you sign in into the main dashboard page, there will be an e-app button. It'll say Medicare Supplements and then e-application. You will just click on the e-application, and on this section is where all of your applications will be stored, anywhere from 60 to 90 days depending on the carrier, but it will store any completed and incompleted ones. So you can see here underneath my applications here, there are some that I started and I just have not completed them yet. Here I can see the Susan Smith, she's consented. If you needed to go in and ever edit the application, you can go in if it has been incompleted. Any submitted applications would have a green submitted with that policy number associated with it and the opportunity to view that completed application that you have submitted. So if you needed to search for one, you can use the search option as well. But these do allow you to go back in. You can even delete them from here if you are no longer going to complete it. So that's a quick tutorial on how to use the e-application platform on the Buffer quoting tool. If you have any questions on how to use it, please feel free to contact us. We're always happy to help walk you through the process.